Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all in your secretarial practice class 12th standard. As we are on the lesson number 2, sources of the corporate finance. What is today's topic? Today's topic, which we are going to complete, the meaning of the commercial bank and the bank credit facilities to the business. This is a logo of the commercial bank. So today we are going to discuss about the commercial bank. But before starting the commercial bank, we must be aware why we are discussing this topic. As you people already know that our previous video where we have discussed about the borrowed capital, where we said that the bank and the financial institution are one of the source for the funding of the business. We people are already aware about the bank in our practical life. So today we will learn about the bank with the point of view of the organization. You people already learned about the central bank, the RBI, which is the bank of the country. So today we are going to discuss about the commercial bank, the bank who are engaged directly or indirectly with the public. So we know that every business needs short-term and medium-term funding requirement. So commercial bank, one of the most important institution who provide funding to the business unit and charge some interest to them. Commercial bank who offered varieties of deposits scheme for individuals, those who have surplus, those who have savings, they can submit their saving into the bank and provide these savings to the corporate sector according to their requirement. This is the paragraph taken from the reference book about the commercial bank. Commercial bank means the financial institution who accept the deposits from the general public, offer checking account services, makes and provide various loan to the public, to the business units, offer basic financial product like CD, certificates of deposits, and saving account to the individuals and the small businesses. How the commercial bank assists the corporate sector? First, commercial bank granting the loan to the companies. They provide the loan facilities to the company to fulfill their funding. Second, subscribing to share and debenture of the company. On behalf of the company, bank play an important role to subscribing the share and the debenture on behalf of the company and collect the funding from the public. By underwriting the issue of the security of the company. So they do the work as the agent, they underwrite the securities on behalf of the company. Now if we will talk about the functions, there are so many functions. So we will complete one by one, but all the functions are not given in your textbooks. So primary function of the commercial bank is accepting the deposit, making advances and credit creation. Secondary function like clearance of checks, sales and purchase of the bond, debenture, transfer of money, to work as the trustee, to work as the representative, to give and accept the money, to provide the letter of the credit. So there are so many functions which is performed by the commercial bank. So bank innovative scheme for the disbursement of the credit, overdraft facilities. A company having current account. First of all, being a business unit, you must have the current account with the bank where you will get the facilities for the overdraft facilities. The borrower can withdraw the funds as they need it and when they need it. He is allowed to overdraw on his current account up to the credit limit which is sanctioned by the bank. Within this stipulated limit, any number of the drawings are permitted. That means up to a specific amount you can withdraw, you can overdraw from your current account, and the number of limit is not fixed. Repayment can be made through whenever required during the time period. So you have to pay the interest on the actual withdrawn amount. Another topic, cash credit. So first of all, you must be aware about it. What is cash credit? It is another facilities given by the bank. It is like the overdraft facilities. The borrower can withdraw cash credit account up to the limit, which is based on the security. That means cash credit facility is given to whom? Those who provide the security. Which type of security? Like stock of the company, fixed assets, or maybe a property of the company. So on the charge of the security, bank provide you the cash credit facilities. Cash credit facilities is given for the maximum period of the 12 months. So what is given inside the paragraph? It is important and popular form of the financial aid. This form of credit is operated in the same manner as the overdraft facility. That means cash credit and overdraft facilities both are similar. The borrower can withdraw amount from his cash credit up to the sanction limit, which is based on the security margin. I already told you, for taking the cash credit facilities, bank asks for the security. Of which type of security? Like stock of the company, inventories, fixed assets, or maybe a property. So on the basis of the security, they provide you the credit limit, cash credit limit for the particular amount. Cash credit is given against the pledge or maybe based on the security of goods or by providing alternative security. Interest is charged on the withdrawal amount, borrowed amount, not on the whole sanction amount. So what is the advantage of the cash credit? Advantage of the cash credit means it is the one of the source of working capital. Short-term funding we always require for the working capital and for the operation of the business. So advantage of the cash credit is the one of the source of working capital, easy arrangements of the funding, flexibility of the funding, and it is the tax deductible option. At the time of the tax payment, cash credit amount, cash credit can be one of the useful tool to deduct your taxation amount. Next topic, cash loan. Cash loan means one of the way to getting the loan for the business. Under this, the total amount of the loan is credited by the bank to the borrower account. That means whatever the amount you ask to the bank as the cash loan, whole the amount submitted by the bank. Interest is payable on the actual balance outstanding. That means interest is paid only on the money actual withdrawn from the account. Now the fourth one, discounting of bill of exchange. We already discussed about this topic in the 11th standard, but again we are discussing it. Before explaining it to this, we must be know about the party who are involved in this activity. First one is drawer, second one is drawee. Drawer means seller, drawee means buyer. Third one means bank. That means bank who give the authority to discounting the bill. Now go to the paragraph. The drawer of the bill, that means seller, can receive some money from the drawee, that means buyer, on the particular due date or maybe after the due date. That means there is a bill making through the buyer to the seller on the particular date or maybe after due date. If the drawer receive money before the due date, that means there may be circumstances the drawer maybe need the money on the urgent basis. So what is the option? What the option is, the bill can be discounting with the bank. This is nothing but selling the bill to the bank. So who will sell the bill? Drawer. Drawer will sell the bill to the bank to get the amount instantly before the due date. The bank give money to the drawer less than the face value of the bill. That means जो आपका bill है, if your bill is 50,000 rupees, so bank will deduct some amount and will give you the less amount of the face value of the bill. Thus, the bill of exchange are traded bill. They accepted by the bank and cash is advanced against them. So over and all about the discounting of bill of exchange, a very important function of the modern bank is to discount the bill of exchange. The bank makes loan to their customer by discounting of bill of exchange. Discounting of bill of exchange refer to making the payment of bill before its maturity date to the drawer. The discount charge is the earning of the bank. So whatever the amount will deducted by the bank, that will be charged as the earning of the bank. So what we have learned in this video, we have learned about the meaning of commercial bank, where we said that commercial bank is the one of the part of the borrowed capital, where the business units can borrow the capital for the short term and the medium term funding, and what are the credit facilities given to the business unit. So remaining topic we will continue in our next video. Thank you for watching.